Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more SimCity 4. This episode I'm just going to be working on my main downtown area, similar to what we've been doing lately. Don't have a ton of demand for it, but we do have a lot of medium and picking up some industry, so I thought I'd go ahead and try and address some of that. Unfortunately, there are bits of my downtown that aren't really coming across as well as I would like them to. As you just saw, there was that one little area that just refuses to develop. I think it's because we're not quite at the skyscraper level yet. And that's really the goal here. Get more commercial. And address other parts of the city, such as this area here that I completely forgot to give power to. Do not know how long that's been there. Some parts of my city, though, are coming along very nicely. This one that I'm zoning right now, for example, I like the buildings. Most of those, I think all of those, are high wealth residential, and unless I completely missed my guess, they're the highest you can actually get in a non-modded version of SimCity. So that's pretty cool. Those of you who do not like my rather OCD-like counting of everything should be happy with this episode a little bit more, because as you can see, I'm kind of just freestyling my development here. I'm not really doing much besides figuring out where I want to put in 4x4 buildings. Kind of just going with what roads that I already have, making blocks out of what already exists, that kind of thing. Adding a few extra on and off ramps. I mean, I am doing a little bit of counting, like you can see here, and that's because I just want to make certain that this area is gonna be nicely built up. That's all. Leaving room for some 3x3 parks and plazas and whatnot. Making certain that when they do finally build up, it'll look all nice and happy. That's all we're doing there. Of course, getting that many skyscrapers is going to be a bit of a challenge. That's a bit of a challenge indeed, especially since we don't apparently have one single one in our city yet. So that's ambitious. Yeah, that is ambitious. But maybe we'll get there, maybe we won't, who knows? We won't know until we try. Until then, all we can do is give them, the usual. Make certain that they have all access to mass transit, access to some landmarks. You can see me fiddling with one right here. This was going to be a non-sped up episode in which I showcased a mod that I downloaded. A really, really awesome, high-textured version of the Eiffel Tower. But as you can see, I'm leveling all of this, and it's still saying that the terrain is too steep. So, frack that mod into the ground. I can't get the place anywhere, and you can see me try over and over and over again. All across my city. Yep, doesn't go there, or there, or there. Nope, nothing over there either. Just doesn't work. So, in the end, I give up. I put in 2 other landmarks. A rather sad tower. Kind of a beacon for where it was supposed to be. But hey, that's okay. That is alright. We don't mind. Checking on my industry, of course. Still doing well. Minus the part that they're complaining about water. That's to be expected. But they're kind of growing. A few more domino towers, or buildings rather. Residential's being nice and happy. Commercial, just not quite yet. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We should, I think, be getting commercial towers any day now. We're really, really close. Our population in our region is getting pretty high up there. So our commercial population must be pretty high as well. That's pretty much how you unlock it, with desirability and X amount of commercial office buildings already in your city. Sadly, I do not remember the exact number, nor do I have the happy tool that I used to have. That would inform me of how many commercial office buildings we have in the city, but oh well. That's fine, it'll be a surprise to all of us. And we like surprises, don't we? Yes we do, yes we do. If you don't, you're weird. Sorry to break it to you, but it's true. A little bit of counting going on here, but overall not a lot. Not really designing the neighborhood to perfection, just kind of putting in what looks like it should go there. And you can see my idea here. Keeping with the whole downtown motif, I'm trying to have this like vague outline of all my residential area here in the center, with outlined by commercial. And I'm trying to put 3 by whatevers on the roads and 4 by whatevers on the avenues for a nice change, for some diversity. Makes the city look a little bit better, I think, hopefully. Now we do have a ridiculous amount of money, so I can just like plop in civics all day long and not care, which is really, really cool, because I don't think I did care, that is. Can misplace things, doesn't matter when you're making 10k. Adding in some libraries, you must always remember, those are the important civics that usually get forgotten about. Libraries and museums. Not sure where I want to put some of my gifts though. I'll have to really find a place for those, like Country Club for example. Convention Center, couldn't find a place for that. The stock market, which is right there, that I found a place for. That had a nice little home. We found that guy a nice little place in our city. Some high wealth built in immediately. Surprising, I had no demand for it. A lot of low wealth built immediately after that. That is a lot less surprising. And just like everything else, we will get this area looking to our satisfaction. If it's all too heavily into low wealth, you know, we'll do some creative editing. And here's me being indecisive. Do I really want to do that? No, I don't. Let's try this one. Nope, that didn't work. Gotta undo that one, go back with the one we just had in. But again, you can see what I mean by just kind of letting our city develop by itself. Just using the roads that I already have in place, running them out to connect everything up and making them form. That was weird. Making them form, you know, neighbors on their own. Why was there a black screen there? Oh, I know why there was a black screen there. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Right, I put that there. Okay, yeah, I put that there as a marker, and I didn't take it away while I'm recording. I'm gonna leave it there though. Testament to my stupidity. And same thing here, just kind of drawing at random where I want all my roads to go. Randomly putting in a clover leaf. Randomly putting in another black screen, because, you know, black screens are awesome. Holy crap, if there's one more, I have to can this entire thing and start over. Please don't tell me I left in the last one. I'll be pissed. But in the interest of making things all connect up, means our high-tech area here has got to frustrate us to no end, as we seem to not be able to connect the fracking thing up. Oh, I remember why that was. Yeah, look how stupid this is. Come on, yep, keep filling with it, moron. There you go. Oh, look at that. It was hiding. It was hiding. Yep, that doesn't connect. There you go. Ah, sigh. But hey, that just shows that I'm retarded, and I never said that I wasn't. I never said that I wasn't. Of course, now we have to redraw this area here. as quickly as we can. And not too bad, just like a little 4x4s again. 4 is pretty much the staple go-to when you're dealing with high-dense buildings. If you don't know what it is, it's probably a 4x4. Might be a little bit larger, especially if you have mods. Those can go up to like 6 and above. I seem to recall when I was using Cam, there were like pencil towers or something that went to something like 13 by 3 or something. I forget the exact number, but they were freaking enormous. But yeah, I like what I'm doing here so far with my city. I think it looks pretty cool. Overall, given that, you know, I'm not like religiously planning it, as some other of my seasons. But hey, those other seasons kind of failed eventually, so maybe this one won't. Maybe it'll be a nice little surprise. That'd be nice, huh? That would nicely surprise me anyway. Ugh, sorry about the yawn. Kind of recording this as soon as I woke up. But yeah, you can see the general idea what I have here. The outside, it's going to be all commercial buildings, hopefully towers, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Inside, it's going to be all residential. So I have a nice little outliney thing going on here. Might be a good idea, might be a bad idea, I do not know. Just kind of going with whatever the roads show me. And back to commercial. And draw some more commercial in there. I have a lot of in the middle that we can still do. I forget if I actually addressed that in this particular do I? Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? I'm looking at it. Uh-oh, yes I do. The road tool saves the day. And all I'm gonna do is put one, I think. One building, is it? Yeah, one little 3. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Add a little bit onto that. And a little bit more onto that. And there you go. Of course, no zone will be complete without rampant bribery, because that teaches everything that you need to know about life. Here in SimCity, if you want to get ahead, then bribe people. That's how you do it. Alright, so we have a nice little, I don't know, end there, I suppose. Isn't that supposed to be resident or commercial? No, commercial on the outside. Okay, yeah, I see. Commercial's gonna be there. Alright, that makes sense. I knew what I was doing. Of course, this is a lot to develop immediately. It is, once again, by no means going to all develop immediately up as high as it can. We don't have the demand for it, as simple as that. But that's fine. That's perfectly alright. It's more of an investment. It will build up over the course of the next few episodes, while I hop back and forth between cities. You know, bleed some industrial demand off here and there. They'll keep building on up. And it should look good if this actually works. If I have nice, cool looking towers and whatnot on the outer edges, I think my downtown will look really, really cool. So even though I haven't religiously planned this out, I'm actually kind of getting excited to see how this actually all pans out. Though I am kind of working on another like religiously planned out city, another high, what is it? Another high wealth city. I'm doing it in a completely different region. It's off camera so far. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing that. If you do, let me know. I'll catch a few videos of it, showing you what it's become. I've done it before 2 seasons in a row, so I figure you probably are tired of seeing that things like that. Which is why I'm doing something a bit like this, a bit different than the norm. Long as I have ideas that I haven't done yet, I'll be recording SimCity 4, even when the next one comes out. Usually it's when I run out of ideas that I'll just stop. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? I will continue as long as the ideas are there. That was a weird position. There we go. And of course putting down the mass transit. Some directly across from each other, but hey, that's fine. When you're dealing with high density, they'll use it. And it won't get hopelessly overwhelmed. That's also good. We don't want to hopelessly overwhelm everything. That, as they say, would be very, very bad. Do I put in another... I don't put another landmark in yet, do I? No, I don't. Just doing... right, just cooking up everything. Okay, I see. I was debating about what kind of landmark to put over on this side, or what I should put on this side. Not a lot of gifts actually fit in well with a downtown high-density area, in my opinion. A lot of them fit in very well in medium, but high, not so much. But that's irrelevant. For now, we're just looking at good old connecting up the subways, as you do. Otherwise, your streets get horribly overwhelmed, and your city crumbles down around its knees. That is definitely not something that you want to have happen to your city. No, you do not. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you are interested in building the crappiest city you can possibly get your hands on, and that's a good way to do it. High density, no mass transit, don't even use avenues. You'll get there. You'll get there, or your money back.